Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy June. This month I'm going for a cooking/kitchen theme, and for that, as you can see, I am preparing some chalkboard paper. I got the idea for that and the method from Bujo Ali on Instagram, and basically you just need black paper, white paint and water and you're good to go. And while that dries, we are starting off with our cover page. And what I'm doing on my cover page is just adding a bunch of things you would find in the kitchen, like gadgets, but also some food that you would store in a pantry, and adding that all onto some shelves. We've got pots of herbs, we've got actual cooking pots, frying pans, some sausages, which would actually not be in my own pantry because I'm a vegetarian, but they looked cool. We've also got some cups, wooden spoons, spatulas, some chilies, all that stuff. Oh, and also a wine bottle and glasses, and you'll see just in a second I'm drawing one of the wine glasses like it has been tipped over and the wine is spilling out. I wouldn't want that in my own kitchen, but it looked kind of nice with the whole scene I'm drawing on my cover page, so I added that. And then I'm also adding a cheese and grapes board next to the wine glass. Oh, and to add to that rustic kitchen vibe, I also added some bricks. I only hinted at them. I didn't want to do like a whole brick wall behind my shelves, but I just did a few bricks here and there to make it look like the kitchen had an open brick wall as a backsplash. And I think that looked really nice. And here I'm already going in with my chalkboard paper. It dried pretty quickly, and I'm using that for my quote page and for my cover page. And I'm using my Archer&Olive Acrylograph pen in white to write on top of the chalkboard paper to make it look like the chalk. And I really like this pen. It has really good coverage. As for the quote I chose, it's from Ratatouille. You probably know it. It's "Anyone Can Cook" from Chef Gusteau. Ratatouille is probably my favorite Pixar movie, and I just thought the quote fit the theme really well. For the lettering of June on my cover page, I added another little piece of the chalkboard paper, and I made it look like it was kind of a sign standing on top of the kitchen counter, and just used my white pen again on top of it. And then I'm going in with my first accent color for this month, which is this bright red, which I kind of like how it contrasts the black chalkboard paper. And there are a bunch of things in the spread anyway that should be red, like the chilies or the grapes or the wine. So I just added that as my most bold accent color. Then I'm going in with this light beige color for the exposed brick wall. And after that I'm going in with a medium green for all my plants, the herbs that I put, both the dried ones and the fresh ones. And then I'm just adding some drop shadows to the whole spread, and then we're pretty much done, although I did go back afterwards and made the shelves black. I just colored them in because I didn't think there was enough contrast in between all the little doodles, because I didn't color them in all the way, but you'll see that in the final flip through. Now let's move on to our calendar spread. For this one I used my chalkboard paper again for the title June, but also for like the bar at the top of the calendar where I would put my days of the week. And then I just added a normal grid calendar and added my cooking doodles all around it. For this one we've also got some cups, some herb pots, more cups, a candle, another herb pot, and then on the left side we've got something new which I didn't include in the cover page. It's like a storage bracket thingy for wine bottles, and I really like the look of it, and it was the perfect size and space to put one of these next to the calendar, because you always have a little bit more space on one page, so I added that. Then I'm going in with my acrylograph again and adding my lettering, and then just going in with my accent colors and making everything look nice and colorful. Moving on to our next few spreads. The first one is my budget tracker, which I always do in my bullet journal. It can't be missed for 1 month. And the layout is pretty much always the same or similar and very simple. I just added my title again here with my chalkboard paper and my white pen, and then added 4 boxes in which I separate and organize my spending, different types of spending, and in any spaces that are left blank, like at the bottom here, I add my doodles that I have for the theme of the month. My next spread is something I haven't done before. Normally I would put my meal planner next to my budget tracker, but recently I've just been switching out the meals I had planned in my bullet journal so many times that I just do it digitally now, so I don't have to keep erasing in my bullet journal. So instead I thought I would make a thoughts/diary spread for me to just use it like a regular journal, a regular diary, because I haven't done that since I was like 10, and I thought it would be kind of interesting to see. Up next are my trackers and my gratitude log. I did this layout once before, I think. Definitely not more than 2 times before this. And it's basically, I put my double page spread into thirds so I can fit all 3 of my trackers in one spread. So I've got my habit tracker, my mood tracker, and my gratitude log side by side, so I don't have to keep flipping around while I'm filling them out every day, because that's always annoying and makes me want to skip doing my tracking, and that's not good. I used a simple header with my chalkboard paper again for each of the 3 trackers, and the gratitude log is very straightforward, just in a line, straight down all the days of the month, and I'll just put down something I'm grateful for each day. And for the mood tracker, I basically recreated my cover page again with the 3 shelves and lots of things on them, and I will number them off and color in 1 piece of kitchenware on the shelves according to my mood. And lastly, I've got my habit tracker. I'm only tracking 3 habits this month because I am pretty bad at habit trackers and actually doing my habits. So this month it's just exercise, drinking enough water, and relaxing. And at the bottom I added some more wine bottles, some more dried herbs, some wine glasses for decoration. Then I started coloring in the page, and that's when the big mistake happened. No! I started coloring in my mood tracker, which is so stupid because I have to keep it blank so I can fill it in according to my mood throughout the month. So I fixed it by just making it a design element. I'm just adding hints of color here and there. That's how I wanted it. It's all good. And I just added some more little items, really small ones that I can use to track my mood. So it's all good. Mistakes can happen. And flipping over to the next spread, this one is a little bit different design-wise because I'm using my black chalkboard paper in the majority of the 2 pages, which isn't super practical because I have to use my Acrylograph pen to write on top of it, and this is my notes/brain dump spread, so I'm going to use it quite a lot. And normally I use a erasable marker in my bullet journal because I tend to change my mind a lot of times and make mistakes and just want to erase what I wrote. So this spread really isn't that practical for me, but it just looked so cute in my head and I had to do it, and I really like how it turned out, so I hope I'm not going to regret it when I write down some to-dos that I'm not getting done and I want to erase them or anything. But yeah, I just used my chalkboard paper as like a notice board in the middle of the spread and added another shelf above it with all my kitchenware things to decorate it. And for the last spread in this setup, which is of course my first weekly spread, I went with a really simple layout that I do a lot. It's a vertical layout for my days of the week, and then I just add 2 lines to write down the middle where I can put all my design elements or my doodles that fit the month's theme. And in this case I just added a big shelf in the middle and added all my doodles on top of it. In the lower right corner I added a bit of chalkboard paper as my space for notes. Again, not practical with the paper for actually writing on it, but it looks good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just colored it in with my accent colors, added my numbers for the days of the week, and then we're pretty much done. And now for the final flip through of this month's theme. I really enjoyed how all the spreads turned out, especially how well the technique worked for the chalkboard paper. I actually didn't expect it to turn out that well, but I really love it and I really love the look of it. You can actually see it on camera as well as it looks in real life. I swear it's really good. Thank you to Bujo Ali for that. And sorry if the voiceover was a little bit more chaotic this time, but I actually like that when watching other YouTubers, so I hope you enjoyed it with me too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and the setup, and I will see you next time. Bye!